First-run Christmas films for all the family on BBC One. Santa Claus the Movie, the magical story of Father Christmas and his elf, Dudley Moore. Francis Coppola's Black Stallion returns to the desert. And the boy Alec goes after him. And Back to the Future, Steven Spielberg's blockbuster fantasy, starring Michael J. Fox. Family films for Christmas on BBC One.
Two now, there's a look back over the best of the year's matches in Snooker Review of '88.
Christmas morning on BBC One sets the festive mood with Noel.
On Christmas morning on BBC television, in amongst the celebrities, the famous faces, the fun and games, the laughter and the odd tear, we're going to be reaching out to touch you.
Then at 12:05, Stuart Hall shares his enjoyment in Charity Knockout.
Boy, are we having some fun!
At 1 o'clock, it's the Omnibus EastEnders.
I thought Christmas was about families. I feel sorry for you.
Well done.
At 2, Top of the Pops Christmas Show. At 3, Her Majesty the Queen makes her traditional Christmas Day speech to the Commonwealth. At 3:10, Back to the Future, Steven Spielberg's blockbuster for the first time on British television. At 5:05, Only Fools and Horses.
My brother handles things when I'm not there.
Christmas Cheer on BBC One.
Well, now on BBC One, we've some seasonal entertainment in our feature-length cartoon, which tells the story of Yogi Bear's first Christmas.
Join in a Christmas Day celebration on BBC One with a host of stars at 6:30. In Bread at 7:15, the Boswells plan their holiday.
Do not really apologise to Adrian.
He started it.
No, it doesn't matter, he can't help being gross and ignorant.
I think the best thing to do would be to go to Rome without them.
Sorry.
At 8:30, the Russ Abbott Christmas Show.
But now, my friend, you must see my latest work. Oh? This is Napoleon's retreat from Moscow.
But I can't see Napoleon.
He had the very first horse.
At 9:20, John Cleese is also on horseback in Silverado.
I'm Sheriff John Langston. As you may have guessed, I am not from these parts.
You're kidding.
Janet Suzman reads from the Gospel according to St. Matthew at 11:30. And at 11:40, the glorious music of Carousel. Christmas Day Fair on BBC One.
Comedy for Christmas on BBC One.
What's that dirty-looking thing?
That is your uncle, Rodney. Morning, Michael. Same again for Boise. A non-alcoholic lager top for Rodney. Malibu and Cherryade for moi. Is it Comic Relief Day again?
Only Fools and Horses, 5:05 on Christmas Day, here on BBC One.
Coming shortly on One, Drama in the Courtroom, the television premiere of Jagged Edge. That's after the news and sport with Nicholas Witchell. It's 9 o'clock.
A first-run feature film for Christmas on BBC One. Steven Spielberg's Back to the Future. Michael J. Fox embarks on a journey through time.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean? Get rid of yourself. It's all a dream.
Apparently your mother is amorously infatuated with you instead of your father.
Isn't he a dreamboat?
Next Saturday night, we're sending you back to the future.
And that's on Christmas Day at 3:10. Family entertainment on BBC One.
And don't miss our thriller tonight, Jagged Edge, at 9:10. In half an hour, there's a Christmas special, Last of the Summer Wine. First on BBC One, listen very carefully to Hello, Hello. BBC One on Boxing Day gets the brain back in action at 6 with A Question of Sport, and the star teams led by Ian Botham and Bill Beaumont. Paul Daniels performs Christmas Magic at 6:30.
Shuffle those cards, Carl. Now, Carl, it would help a lot if you took them out of the box, Carl.
The EastEnders face up to the realities of war at 7:20 in Civvy Street.
You're not the only person in this world trying to get through a war, you know. Stop being such a selfish cow.
At 8:20, Beverly Hills Cop.
Well, it's about time. I thought you guys forgot I was down here. I was getting hungry. I never been in no cell that had a phone in it. Can I stay for a while? Because I ordered some pizza.
At 10:05, a Lenny Henry special, including an exploration of women's role at Christmas. At 10:55, Bruce and Ronnie get together.
You do your monologue, and I'll do a catalogue.
At 11:40, Fiddler on the Roof closes a bright Boxing Day on BBC One.
And now, here on One, we join Chris Searle in...
A seasonal selection for Christmas on BBC One.
Yes, Grandad, I know the rice pudding is hard. I put too much rice in it. Well, of course you can get your spoon through it. Well, use a hatchet!
Offered my own, Bill. Nothing drives me out of my own. They'd have to tie me down first.
Oh, you coward. I'd like to cut you down to size. But I think somebody's beaten me to it.
The festive flavour of BBC One.
The investigation into the mind machine continues now on BBC Two, attempting to find out more about the brain's thinking process. Well, there's another classic Broadway musical for you tomorrow night. If I say Top Hole, Matchmaker, and If I Were a Rich Man, I think you'll guess the film. We go Fiddling on the Roof at 11:40 tomorrow. And this is the full picture of our Boxing Day evening on BBC One, beginning with Jim Will Fix It for Christmas at 5:20, followed at 6 by a seasonal Question of Sport, and the Paul Daniels Magic Christmas Show at 6:30. At 7:20 we visit Civvy Street for an EastEnders special, a chance to see what life was like for the young Lou and Ethel and Albert Square's other residents at Christmas 1942. Our big film premiere at 8:20 is Eddie Murphy's comic thriller Beverly Hills Cop, with Murphy in action as the wild and wacky detective Axel Foley. Lenny Henry's Christmas special continues the laughs at 10:05. The news is at 10:45, and at 10:55 Bruce and Ronnie, Forsyth and Corbett that is, put their comic talents together for a seasonal spectacular. Boxing Day on BBC One.
George and Linda have been happily married for 17 years. Or have they?
I'm considering leaving George. Leaving him where?
Is George too dull?
George, do something crazy!
Unromantic?
George?
Is there any hope?
It's no good, George. We'd only make the same mistakes all over again.
No, we won't. We'll make different ones.
Lisa Goddard and Ray Cooney star in Life Begins at 40, this Wednesday at 9:30 on BBC One.
On BBC Two shortly, there's Bill Forsyth's magical comedy set in a small Scottish village where the way of life is threatened by an American oil company and its plans for a new refinery. The company dispatched...
Holiday Tuesday evening finds Les Dennis shaken but not stirred.
You're right. The name's Bond. James Bond. 007. Or one of you calling from outside of London.
In EastEnders at 7:30, Sharon has money troubles.
I want 500 quid to arrange it, okay? Mine. Graduated from Princess Tuckaway, haven't we?
At 8 o'clock, Bergerac is back.
2 people off a Paris flight, man and woman. Yeah? Oh? Tell you what, you can take a woman. Oh, you're a lucky day, isn't it? That is a lady with a lot of A-levels. What in? Larceny.
Operation Eagle takes to the air at 9:50.
I want you to go to England for me. Colonel, I barely know you.
To assist in the kidnapping and safe return to Germany of Winston Churchill.
At midnight, highway robbery.
Hold your hands above your head. One move and I shoot.
You'll hang for this, you scoundrel.
This watch will make sure I'm not late for the execution.
Finished?
Yes.
Your holiday evening programs on One.
At 11:40 tonight, there's a real classic in our series of Broadway musicals as Tevye the Milkman takes centre stage in pursuit of good husbands for his 5 daughters in Fiddler on the Roof. Now on BBC One, a new double act for Christmas as we welcome Corbett and Forsyth, or to put it another way, Bruce and Ronnie.
BBC One's Christmas films include a first chance to see Eddie Murphy bringing his unique style of humour to Beverly Hills Cop.
This gentleman who crashed through Victor Maitland's window, who disabled an unmarked unit with a banana. Is this the gentleman who ruined the buffet at the Harrow Club this morning? Lieutenant, I'd like to see you in your office.
Eddie Murphy wears out his welcome on the West Coast in Beverly Hills Cop tonight at 8:20. One of the famous first-run films for Christmas on One.